Hello, this is a video that I've been meaning to make for probably as long as I've had a music channel here on YouTube because it's something that I just want to give my thoughts on. Unfortunately, I don't have any CDs or vinyl to show to go along with this topic, but it's something that I thought I would put out here and get it out of my basement, so to speak, and it's a topic that comes up in the music industry often. And since I am mainly a rock music, metal, guy, all the genres that go along with that type of music, I really pay attention to when it comes up in the rock world. And as you know, I'm sure most of you anyway, who have watched my channel for any length of time, know that I love, and this topic is kind of making my love for a kind of teeter a little bit. I have loved attending concerts. I have since 1985. 1987 is when I started going to them more regularly. But my first concert, of course, was back in 1985. I'm not going to belabor that point anymore because I've mentioned it on umpteen different videos already. But anyway, I love concerts. And this is something that I've not really wanted. I've kind of wanted to push out of my mind and not think about, but it's too big of an elephant in the room to not think about it. And that is the thought of how much of the quote unquote live experience you get at concerts is live. One thing that's made me think about this lately, and I kind of want to tread lightly in this way because I don't want to feel like and make other people feel like I'm attacking somebody or talking badly about somebody. I'm trying not to. Is seeing videos on YouTube and other social media of certain bands from back in the day when I wasn't an old coot like I am now, who are even older coots than I am, performing. And one artist in particular, the vocals aren't good. Yes, this artist is older now. He's 10 years older than I am. They're give or take a year. But I don't, and he said, and he's been a heavy smoker in his life, and he's had issues with COVID. So I don't know how much those issues are playing into the subpar vocal performance more than the age, But anyway, things aren't the way they were back in the day. And it's like, part of me wants to say, this artist really needs to give it up because he's ripping his fans off by not being able to perform at the ultimate level. I mean, his performance has slipped a little too much to really give the crowd, in my opinion, a satisfactory experience. But then there's the other side of me that wants to give this guy props for going out there and not using technology to quote unquote cheat people either by lip syncing, with the backing tracks and all that other stuff. Until he was blatantly caught lip syncing to one of his band's biggest hits on one of the last shows that wrapped up their tour they recently had over the spring. So here's my thing. If I'm paying, and let's face it nowadays, hundreds of dollars, at least 100, maybe 150. And then when everything else is added into it, souvenirs, refreshments and everything, close to a $300 evening. If somebody's not genuinely performing, and that comes out, I personally would feel cheated. I'm sure I've been fooled. I'm sure I've been fooled before. And have had things that at the time, caught up in the euphoria of it, thought was live and it wasn't. I'm sure that has happened. Matter of fact, one of the artists I've seen in concert many times has admitted, and this doesn't bother me as much because I understand it, but has admitted that the super high notes that he regrets writing in certain songs now, especially notes that end songs, are supported with the backing track. To make it sound like, to give it the more oomph than he can give it right now at his age, as his register's gone down. I give him props for admitting that, and he claims everything else other than those high notes that he can't reach anymore is genuine, and I give him the benefit of the doubt. And there's it's like, especially going to see these older bands now, if there's not a drop off in the performance, it's going to make me suspicious. So here's the crux of this whole thing. Do you people of the music community, do you not care that somebody could be potentially lip syncing the whole thing? You just want it to sound good and you don't care exactly how they make it sound good? Or do you give somebody props for, even though there's a little drop off in the performance from back in the day, give them props for still trying to be live? If at all possible, I'd rather see as close to the live experience as possible. And like I said, I I'm almost positive that that's not always been the case, regardless of the age of the band, because I'm sure it's not just the quote unquote old timers that take that shortcut. And in some ways, I can understand it too, with the rigors of the touring schedule sometimes, because it can be hell on somebody's voice. But anyway, this is something I just thought I'd put out here for you fine people of the music community and whoever might happen to find this on YouTube. Please let me know your thoughts. I'd love to hear them. And until I talk to you again, have a great day, be safe and healthy, and enjoy the music.